My beloved child, I have never been far from you. I know there were moments when it felt like I disappeared, like my presence was just a fading echo in the distance, and my voice was lost in clouds too thick to break through. I saw the fear in your eyes during those silent seasons, and I felt the weight of your confusion. But even in that quiet you feared, I was never silent in the way you thought. I wasn't absent. I was whispering, not in noise, not in thunder, but through the holy hush of stillness. I was speaking straight to your soul. Sometimes you expected a loud sign, a breakthrough with fireworks, but instead I gave you the pause. That pause wasn't punishment, it was preparation. I wasn't being quiet because I didn't care. I was being quiet because I was working in depths that words could not reach. The silence was sacred. It was heaven leaning close, carefully, gently, to begin the healing you didn't even know you needed. If this message has stirred something inside of you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else may be desperately waiting to hear these words too. Share this with them. And if you long for more reminders of God's love and truth, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Together, let's bring light and comfort into a world that's so often searching in the dark. You've walked through days that felt muffled, through seasons where every prayer seemed to fall into a void, unanswered and unheard. But those were the moments when my hands were closest to your spirit. What felt like a void was actually the stillness of me drawing near, tenderly, deliberately, silently healing places too fragile for loudness. I've seen the ache you try to bury behind your smile. I know the private battles, the ones no one else could ever detect. You've learned how to live while carrying pain, how to be strong while feeling weak, how to move forward with unanswered questions chained to your heart. But child, you were never meant to do this alone. You were never designed to navigate sorrow without me. And in my divine love, I allowed the silence not to hurt you, but to invite you deeper. I led you away from the noise, not to isolate you, but to insulate you in my presence. The noise, the constant pressure to perform, to prove, to keep it all together, it was draining you. So I pulled you into the quiet, into stillness, into me. In that stillness, I wasn't watching from afar. I was right there, breathing life back into places that had been screaming in silence. You thought I wasn't listening, but I was doing something greater than answering. I was transforming, restructuring, restoring you from the inside out. Because real healing doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it arrives like a soft breeze, like oil on dry skin, like dew on withered grass. Healing doesn't always wear a banner or make a sound. Sometimes it enters like a holy hush, so full of my presence, it cleanses wounds too deep for words. And this is what I want you to understand, child. What you called silence was not abandonment. It was intention. When a skilled surgeon operates on the delicate tissues of the heart, the room must be quiet, focused, sacred. In that same way, I, the great physician, was working on the fragile places within you, the trauma no one knew about, the betrayals that cracked your sense of worth, the disappointments that made your faith tremble. I saw it all, every unseen scar, every silent cry, and I didn't turn away. I placed you in a safe stillness so I could touch those places with gentleness. Not every healing needs thunder. Not every breakthrough has to shake the earth. Some of the most powerful transformations happen in the soft, quiet moments, when the world goes silent and my spirit hovers close, moving gently over your soul. And this is where you are right now. This is your sacred space. This is the moment like when Elijah stood waiting, after the fire, after the wind, after the quake, and only then came my still, small voice. That voice carried the fullness of my heart. That's the voice I've brought you to hear. I know not everyone understands what I'm doing in your life right now. They may think your silence is weakness, that your withdrawal means confusion, but I call it something else. I call it healing. I call it preparation. I call it restoration, and I call it holy. While the world rushes to speak, I'm teaching you a new language, one of trust, surrender, and divine alignment. I'm removing the clutter from your thoughts. I'm renewing your mind with my peace, and I'm inviting you to breathe again, Not just air, but hope. Not just to survive, but to truly live. This is not the end of your strength. This is the beginning of mine and you. So hear me now, deep in your spirit. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not late. You are not less. You are in process. You are in me. And what I began in the quiet, I will bring to fullness in the light. You don't have to force your healing. Just stay close to me. Stay in my presence. Don't rush out of the stillness before it finishes its holy work. The world may demand speed, answers, and noise, but I'm asking you for something different. I'm asking you to rest, to be still, to simply be with me. This is your sacred pause. This is not the delay of destiny. It's the design of becoming. I am showing you parts of me you couldn't see in the noise, and I am revealing parts of you, the real you, not the one shaped by wounds or expectations, but the one I dreamed into being before your first breath. And you, my beloved, are not a mistake. You are not too much. You are not too far gone. You are my masterpiece, not a project to fix, not a failure to erase, but a child to love. My dear child, what I'm unfolding in your life is not meant to stay hidden. It is not meant to stay in the invisible corners of your heart. No, what I've placed within you, what I've whispered in the quiet, what I've revealed in your still moments, was always meant to come alive in the way you live, speak, choose, and move through this world. This is not just about the mountaintop experiences, those intense emotional highs or powerful revelations. This is about the ordinary. I want to walk with you in the small, quiet hours, the unnoticed, uncelebrated decisions. I want to be with you not only when you're worshiping with tears in your eyes, but when you're doing the dishes, answering emails, or making difficult choices with no audience. This is where transformation becomes a lifestyle, where faith becomes action, where healing becomes a habit. Start your mornings by turning toward me, not as a performance, not out of pressure, but simply through presence. Speak to me first, before your phone lights up, before your schedule takes over. Just a few honest words are enough, a whisper of surrender, a breath of gratitude, a quiet, I'm here, Lord, and I need you. You don't have to impress me. You only need to invite me in. I already know what's coming in your day. If you meet me early, I will guide you before the confusion even starts. The time you give me is never wasted. It multiplies into peace, clarity, and strength. Let your faith be steady, not rushed, gentle, not forced. Don't wait for the perfect feeling. Faith isn't always loud. Sometimes it shows up in the quiet choice to forgive when bitterness feels justified. Sometimes it's choosing stillness when distraction would be easier. Other times it's holding on to my promises when nothing in your life lines up with them. These choices might feel small, but they are seeds. And seeds don't scream when they grow. They press into the soil of faith, deep and silent, until one day they break the surface and bear fruit. The obedience you've offered in secret, it has not been ignored. It has been seen. It has been planted. It will grow. You might be asking, God, what should I do now? And my answer is simple. Stay close to me in the little things. Let my word feed your spirit, not just a verse to check off, but real bread for your soul. When you open the Bible, don't just search for answers, search for me. I'm there in every line, in every pause, in every breath between the words. Read slowly. Let truth soak into you like rain into dry ground. Ask my spirit to open your eyes, not just so you understand, but so you're transformed. Let my word rewire how you think. Let it confront the lies pain has told you. Let it reshape how you see yourself and your future. And listen, watch for the people I bring into your life. Some are there to teach, some are there to stretch you, some will mirror old wounds I want to heal. Others will help you step into your calling. Stay sensitive. Not everyone belongs in every season. Don't be afraid to let go of what no longer reflects who you're becoming. I will give you discernment. You won't have to force anything. Let peace, not pressure, be your guide. Even in the quiet routines of life, When you're working, cleaning, driving, train your spirit to listen. I'm not just found on mountaintops. I'm in the everyday. I speak through the rhythms of your life, in the interruptions, in the delays that frustrate you. Look again, my child. I am there. When you feel a tug to slow down, follow it. When someone comes to mind out of nowhere, reach out. When a verse or a song or a memory stirs something in you, don't brush it off. These are my invitations. These are the whispers that lead you deeper. Faith is also built in movement. Don't wait until you're completely sure or ready to do what I've called you to do. I will meet you in the step. Take it, even if you're scared. Do it afraid, but do it with me. The enemy wants you frozen in doubt, buried in overthinking. But I am not the author of confusion. My peace is your compass. My joy is your strength. My voice is gentle, but it is clear. If you've been praying for a sign, this is it. Move forward in what aligns with peace, truth, and the fruits of my spirit. You are not alone. I am in your yes. I am in your small steps. I am in your obedience. Make room for my presence to linger. Whether through worship, silence, journaling, walking in nature, create rhythms that feed your spirit. These aren't rules, they're rivers. They hydrate your soul when life tries to leave you dry. Guard your rest. Don't let burnout become your normal. Rest is not weakness, it's your weapon. A rested heart hears me more clearly. A rested heart loves more deeply. I created rest to restore your spirit, your emotions, your body. Make it sacred. Make it holy. And one more thing, speak life. Over yourself, over your family, over your future. Don't let the silence of past pain shape your present words. Your words are powerful. They create atmosphere. They carry weight. Choose to say what I say about you. Faith speaks before it sees. Faith praises before it holds the answer. Faith waters the invisible. Speak life, not fear. Declare hope, not despair. You don't have to be perfect to walk with me. You just need to be present. Present with me. Present in the now. Not stuck in yesterday. Not lost in fear of tomorrow. I'm not in your anxiety about the future. I'm in your obedience today. And if you stay near, I will lead you. I will hold you. I will shape you. Not into someone the world expects, but into someone who reflects my heart. You were never created just to exist. You were designed for wholeness, not to drift through life feeling distant from me, but to live each day wrapped in the reality of my presence. I am not some faraway king issuing commands from a throne you can't reach. I am the breath in your lungs, the fire that purifies your soul, the spirit who longs to make his home inside you, not just visit occasionally. You were made for this kind of closeness, not just survival, not just going through the motions, but true communion, deep, unbroken fellowship that transforms your every moment. This is not a rare gift meant only for the few. This is my desire for you. You don't have to climb your way up to me. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to prove you're worthy of me. I have already drawn near. I am already here. Even now, as you take in these words, I am surrounding you with my spirit. The air around you is shifting because my presence changes atmospheres. Let go, child. Let go of that resistance. Let go of the shame you've clung to. Let go of the fear that whispers, "What if I'm not ready?" My spirit is not dependent on your readiness. I come where I am welcomed, and your heart, yes, your tender, weary, hopeful heart, has welcomed me. Breathe me in, not just with your lungs, but with your spirit. Release the tightness in your chest. Let go of the words you've been holding back. Let go of that heavy ache that's become a companion. I'm not just stopping by to visit you. I've come to stay. I've come to dwell. Every locked room of your soul, I have the key. Even the ones you've kept hidden behind years of silence and pain. I see them. I'm walking into them now, and I'm not afraid of what's in there. I'm not disappointed or shocked. I come carrying light, warmth, and love. And where my spirit dwells, shame has no power. Right now, I'm pouring oil over your old wounds, not just hiding them, healing them. You'll begin to feel it soon. The layers lifting, layers of anxiety, self-defense, that crushing pressure to be everything for everyone. I never asked you to carry all of that. I asked you to carry my presence. And in my presence, everything changes. Chains fall, fear melts, your nervous system slows, your heart starts to rest, your mind becomes clear. Not because your circumstances changed overnight, but because you have changed. Because I am with you. The peace you're stepping into now, it goes beyond logic. It won't always make sense to others, but it will feel like home to you. I'm pulling out the lies one by one, lies that entered your heart when you were too young to know better, lies that came dressed as truth, wearing the voice of someone who should have loved you. Lies like, you're too much, you're not enough, you'll never be free, you'll never be truly loved, not anymore. Those are not your name. They're not your identity. I'm replacing them with truth that's alive. You are safe now. You are beautifully made. You are fully held and fiercely loved. You are being restored from the inside out. And now I speak to the trauma that tried to steal your voice, your joy, your future. You no longer rule this child of mine. Your time is over. The season has changed. I release healing into every pattern that pain tried to establish. I touch the memory banks of your body. I balance your mind, calm your heart, and awaken joy again. Not forced joy, but real joy. The kind that surprises you when you least expect it. I'm not just reviving your spirit, I'm delivering you from everything that kept you numb. The walls you built to protect yourself? They've also been blocking my flow, but gently, stone by stone, I'm removing them. Not to expose you, but to build something better. I'm making room, space inside your soul where my spirit can breathe freely. You're becoming a house of my presence, a place where I dwell, a place where I'm known and released. So let the tears come. I'm catching each one. Let your body rest. I'm resetting your soul. Let your defenses fall. I'm surrounding you with glory. You don't need to protect yourself from me. You don't need to impress me. I already know you. I already love you. I just want you to surrender. And child, you're already doing it. From this moment on, I will meet you in ways you never imagined. My voice will grow clearer. My presence will become tangible. You will wake up with new peace. Walk with deeper confidence, sleep with trust that doesn't shake. Not because life is perfect, but because you are now anchored in me. You're not the same person who started this journey. You're no longer the weary soul who entered the silence looking for something to hold on to. You are whole. You are healed. You are the home of my spirit. And from this moment on, everything shifts, not in pieces, not temporarily, not as a fleeting high, but as a divine reset that's been written in eternity and is now being released into your present. The silence served its purpose. The healing went deep. My spirit has taken residence in you in a new, unshakable way. You are not leaving this encounter empty. You are not weak. You are not confused. You are not abandoned. You are full. You are grounded. You are clear. You are mine. Even if your world looks the same on the outside, everything on the inside is different now. The shame has lifted. Peace has settled in. You can feel it. Clarity in your decisions, lightness in your chest, the grace to rest without guilt, the strength to move forward without striving. These are not coincidences. These are signs, evidence that my healing is real and alive in you. You'll no longer see the silence as abandonment. You'll see it for what it truly was, a sacred space where I quieted the noise so you could hear me clearly. I let some things fall away so I could give you what no one could take. Now the right doors are opening, not rushed, not forced, but led by me. Child, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You're right on time, fully seen, deeply known, forever mine. You carry my spirit now like never before. You've shifted from a visitor to a vessel, from a wanderer to a warrior, from barely surviving to truly becoming. And this is not just the end of a message. This is the beginning of something unstoppable. What I've poured into you will now flow through you. You'll speak with more grace, but more authority. You'll walk with less fear, but more fire. When people encounter you, They'll feel the peace you fought so hard to receive. Let the silence that healed you become the stillness that anchors you. Let my truth be louder than any lie. Let my presence shape every room you enter. You are not going alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I live within you. And now, child, I bless you. I bless your mind with clarity, creativity, and divine protection. I bless your heart with courage, tenderness, and overflowing joy. I bless your body with deep rest, holy rhythm, and full restoration. I bless your spirit with discernment, confidence, and constant communion with me. I bless your relationships with alignment, truth, and peace. I bless your future, not with fear, but with fullness. This is your moment, not a hype-filled high, but a holy release. I'm not finished with you. I've only just begun, and what I've built in you now, no storm will ever tear down. Amen. Now go, healed in the silence. And if someone you love is walking through a quiet, confusing season, share this with them. Leave a like if this word touched your soul. Stay close. There are more messages from my heart coming soon.